Now, faking the give. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
36-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air. That's enough for a first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Let's go. Dobbs. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that is incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, and now brings up 4th down.
And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Let's go. On play action, here's McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. That's Putin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play Result is a first down.
Okay, ready? They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And this one's not going to get there. That is short and left and no good. And the score remains the same. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Here's Dobbs. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. E.J. Speed in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. 65, 6. Ready.
Dobbs to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And he's got another one. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. That one is no good. Not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Ooh! They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing, Dobbs. Oh, Fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Okay, ready? Red.
Now Dobbs. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And that is their final timeout of the second half. And of note, that means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Here we go. Straight. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Dobbs now to throw. Forced out wide. And he will get into the end zone. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And that will be a 1st down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. In motion, it's Jefferson. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Shot.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
Liking 18.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be fourth down.
Ready, right?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Again, working deep downfield.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
They'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. He's got it.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game.
34.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
McCarthy's pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now, faking the give. To the right side here, pass is caught. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And it is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st and 10.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here is 1st and 10. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
2nd and 10.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943.